Hi, I'm Fraser, and today we're going to learn about cellular reproduction. There are two processes that cells go through to reproduce. The first process we're going to learn about is mitosis, which is the production of body cells. The second process we're going to learn about is meiosis, which is the production of gametes, that's sperm and egg cells. Mitosis is very important because it creates all of our body cells. That's everything except for sperm and egg cells. Some examples of body cells are skin cells, hair cells, nail cells, eye cells, everything except gametes. Plants also go through this process to create their body cells. There are 6 steps to mitosis: interphase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, and cytokinesis. In interphase, the cell grows, the number of organelles increase, organelles are cellular structures, and the DNA in the nucleus is copied. In prophase, the nuclear membrane begins to disappear and the DNA condenses into duplicated chromosomes. Chromosomes are condensed DNA. Each chromosome contains 2 copies of the same DNA. In metaphase, structures called spindle fibers guide the chromosomes to a line along the middle of the cell. In anaphase, the copies of DNA are separated and go to each end of the cell. In telophase, 2 nuclei form, each containing a complete copy of the cell's DNA. In cytokinesis, the cytoplasm, that's the cellular material excluding the nucleus, and organelles are divided and 2 separate cells form. The cells then begin interphase and the cycle repeats. Now let's have a look at these garlic and onion root cells going through mitosis so you can see what it looks like in an actual cell. The next process of cellular reproduction we're going to learn about is meiosis. Meiosis starts with a diploid cell, a cell with 2 sets of chromosomes, to a haploid cell, a cell with 1 set of chromosomes. These haploid cells are sperm and egg cells. During fertilization, the sperm and egg cell join, creating a zygote. In many ways, meiosis is very similar to mitosis, except meiosis goes through 2 cell divisions, whereas mitosis only goes through 1. There are a few differences in these phases, which you'll see in a moment. In interphase, the cell grows and develops in preparation for the cellular division. In prophase I, the nuclear membrane begins to disappear and the DNA condenses into duplicated chromosomes and homologous chromosomes are paired. In this phase, the chromosomes are also crossover to exchange genetic information. Crossover looks a bit like the chromosomes are hugging. After the hug, the chromosomes have little bits of the other chromosome's genetic information. In metaphase I, the spindle fibers guide the homologous chromosomes to a line in the center of the cell. In anaphase I, the homologous chromosome pairs are separated and go to each end of the cell. In telophase I, 2 nuclei form, each containing a complete set of DNA. In cytokinesis I, the cell divides, creating 2 diploid daughter cells. Unlike mitosis, however, the cell does not go into interphase next. Instead, it goes through a second round of cell division, starting again at prophase II. In prophase II, the nuclear membrane begins to disappear and the DNA exists as chromosomes. In metaphase II, the spindle fibers guide the chromosomes to a line in the middle of the cell. In anaphase II, the copies of DNA are separated and go to each end of the cell. In telophase II, 4 nuclei form, each containing a complete copy of the cell's DNA. In cytokinesis II, the cell divides, creating 4 separate gamete cells. To recap, here are some differences between mitosis and meiosis. Mitosis is the creation of body cells, whereas meiosis is the creation of gametes, sperm and egg cells. Mitosis goes through only 1 cell division, whereas meiosis goes through 2 cell divisions. Mitosis ends with 2 new body cells, whereas meiosis, 4 new gamete cells are created. In mitosis, chromosomes are independent and do not cross over, whereas in meiosis, chromosomes do cross over to exchange genetic information. In mitosis, there are no homologous chromosomes, whereas in meiosis, there are homologous chromosomes. So there you have it, the two different processes of cellular reproduction: mitosis for creating body cells, and meiosis for creating gametes. Thanks for watching.